Hey YouTube, today in this video I'll be going over the top 10 removed Roblox features, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm trying to hit 5,000. So, the first feature, number 10, you used to be able to build on your game. Like, I'm not talking about add parts and stuff. I'll show you under create what I mean. So whenever you go to your game and click this, there used to be edit and studio and also build. Whenever you pressed build, it would teleport you into a private server of your game and allow you to build with the stamp tool, which basically allowed you to build bricks and everything. And it was kind of cool. You could add cars and everything. It was basically like a Roblox toolbox on the now existing studio, but with set items instead of a search and everything. There were items that you could touch to do certain things, and it was pretty cool. If you go to an old Roblox building game, or the one made by Roblox, it will have the same exact stamp tool that used to be under the build option. It was a pretty cool option. You could add UFOs. They added UFOs in it a little while before they deleted that option and just made it so that you can edit in Studio. So, the next feature is events. This is the most recent removal. The 2019 egg hunt will be the last event that's an actual event. Events are just going to be sponsored things now, where Roblox gets paid money, like, for making the WrestleMania event. So they're not hosting events for the community anymore, it's just for them to make money now. But they are going to be having a fancy developer thing where there's going to be developer events, where there's still going to be events where you can get things, but it's going to not be under the actual events page. So they kind of removed that feature. Many people do not like that new update, but that was number 9. Number 8 is certain badges. So whenever you go to your profile and scroll down all the way, you'll see player badges and Roblox badges. Both of them were there. By the way, I've been here for all of these removals, and a lot of them were sad. And I joined in 2013 when I was 7 or 8. So you can see your Roblox badges right here. And if you press see more, you can see all of the badges that are verified by Roblox that someone owns. So if you click on a badge, it will bring you to this badge page, and all of these badges are still active. All of these are still active, but this, the ambassador badge, is no longer obtainable. I think you had to have a few hundred friends to get this, and that will be in one of the top removals later in this video, but you had to have it, like, I forgot how many, but it was a few hundred, I think. Then the inviter badge was, I don't really remember exactly what it was from. It ended near when I joined Roblox. But all of the developer badges are active, and the gamer badges are still active. But the Bloxer badge, I used to have it, but I got removed because it used to show victories and wipeouts on your profile. And I'll get into that in another one of the top 10. But this was awarded for if you had over 250 knockouts and less than 250 wipeouts. I played a lot. I had around 2,000 knockouts and 300 wipeouts. So no matter what, if you got reset in any game at all, it would add one. So it was kind of unfair, since if you played a lot, it didn't matter what ratio you had, it just made it 250 or more. So those are badges. The next thing is what I was just talking about, knockouts and wipeouts. So whenever you go to someone's profile, at the bottom you can see it says join date and place visits. If you have Roblox Plus, it also says clothing and model sales. But a long time ago, it used to show wipeouts and knockouts under the statistics page, and even a little bit before that, it used to show Robux and your currency, how much you had. Now they removed all of that and made it more private so that no one knows how much Robux you have. It just says your join date and place visits. So that was a nice feature, but it's gone now. So the next thing is sales info. They didn't really remove it all the way. It used to be completely removed, where if you go under a group and you have clothing on it, I recommend to buy clothing from this group since it's very quality. But whenever you used to hover over clothing, well, before the new groups update, they used to have it where it just shows the information for the first 3 shirts or 6 or somewhere around that. But whenever you clicked on it, it used to say sales and then how many of them sold. Then people didn't like that. It was totally removed after they added some new updates. So they made it where under create, under groups, you can see the sales there. They used to not have t-shirts, shirts, and pants under groups, but now they do. Well, they always had it where you could sell stuff on it. They just didn't have it under the create page. So the next feature is forms. This is another number. I kind of forgot the numbers already, but the next feature was forms. Everyone liked the forms. The forms used to be a button, just like all of these. Forms had a Roblox talk, which included a whole bunch of things about Roblox. Then all things Roblox, which included everything. Then what was a really famous one called Let's Make a Deal, also known as LMAD. But everyone liked it. It was used for people to post trades they wanted to do. And forums made Roblox super good, but there were always a whole bunch of toxic people on the forums, and everyone who was a moderator was trying to moderate games already, and the forums got spammed a lot when this guy named Quackity HQ got banned. So the forums added some time limits, and basically the forums got shut down. Then they were back up for a while. Then Roblox just deleted the forums altogether for an unknown reason. But no one really liked that at all. Forums were very nice. What I used to do personally is go on each forum and say, hey, there's a party at this place, and then just have a random party in some random game, and it was fun. But the next one is item comments. So whenever you went to the catalog and went under an item, you would be able to scroll all the way down and it would say comments. These actually got removed for many reasons. So as you know, groups have been having this thing where bots are spamming, so they added verification. For some reason, the owner of groups still has to go through verification, even though I'm a 2013 account, and have 2.2 million worth of items, and own the group, it still wants me to do verification for my own group when I try to post. So there used to be comments on here, and they got removed because scammers would be like, hey, visit notascam.scam to get scammed for free. And then people were actually falling for that. Then there were spammers, kind of like how I used to comment, want to play a game with me, on my old account that I originally made in 2011, but yeah, it was very little at that time, and I got banned for spamming the comments to do that. So yeah, comments were removed for many reasons, but I feel like Roblox just should hire a whole bunch of new mods, because they're definitely making enough money to, and just add comments back, and then add some sort of system where if you post a scam comment, you instantly get banned from commenting for like a week, and then if you do it again, then you get banned from commenting forever, because then they know you're a bot. Or if you spam, you get 3 warnings, and then you can't comment for a day. Or something like that would be nice, but they just removed it altogether. The next thing is very similar. It is game comments. So, on games, for example, a game that was there a long time ago was Murder Mystery 2. I'm not sure if it had comments enabled, but you used to be able to scroll down, and then it would say comments. Then you could make comments about the games and suggestions, but whenever Roblox first was made and there were comments, people would actually write real comments. Then people started posting things like, post this, hold your breath, then post this on 3 games, and then check your voice, or some weird things like that were obviously fake, but people did it just for fun, and that made the comments get filled with spam. Then there were people advertising their game, and of course scammers spamming it to get scammed and stuff like that. So they just removed game comments like they did with item comments. So the next one, which is really sad, I have no idea why they did this, but as you all know, the max friends is 200. It's really annoying if you're a trader and you friend people to trade, but they used to have no max friend limit. I personally only had around 2,500 friends. It was still a lot. They also had this cool best friends feature where you could add your friends to this special feature that whenever you went to someone's profile, it didn't show it right by it, but whenever you went to someone's friends, like I'm going to go to mine, then right by these, instead of following and followers, it showed best friends, and then I think you could add up to 200 best friends, or maybe there's no limit for that, but there was no limit for friends, and everyone was having a good time. Sorry, I have a cold right now, but so if I'm sniffing a lot, then yeah. So there used to be no max friends. It was really cool. And then they just made it so that all friends turn into followers and following. So after this, I was following 2,000 people and I had 2,000 followers. By the way, 2,000 of those followers were my previous friends, and about 1,000 were those bots that used to follow people. So I have 10,000 real followers. During the bot following, bots followed random people so that they had noticed their profile, and then they had the spam message on their profile. And one of my friends that originally had 500 followers has over 50,000 now. So if you actually have real followers, it's kind of annoying. So it was really fun when there's no max friends. But the next thing And the last thing on this list is ticks. If you don't know what ticks are, also known as tickets, more commonly, tickets were right by your Robux up there, and they had a yellow symbol when Robux was green, and you used to get 10 a day, and 13 or 14 converted to 1 Robux. So it was pretty cool that there were 10 a day. There are a few small reasons why they were removed, but not really anything big. So you'd get 10 a day. Then whenever someone joined your game, for every visit you would get 1. So now you see why they removed comments, because people wanted to get ticks. So you were also able to sell game passes and clothing and other sellable items for tickets and or Robux, and customize the amount. So if you really wanted Robux but not ticks that much, even though 13 or 14 tickets converts to 1 Robux, you might charge 130 tickets or 5 Robux, so it's cheaper to buy it with Robux. But of course, Roblox had their tax, so whenever you converted Robux back, it was only worth around 10. So basically, there was the 30% tax like Roblox has right now, and it was really cool when they had tickets, because not everyone looked like a noob. You were actually able to customize your avatar without making it look too overpowered for free, and it was so cool. They decided to remove it around April 1st, or somewhere around there, in 2016. Everyone thought it was a joke because it was such a big and fun thing on Roblox, but then they had this thing called Tix Palooza or something like that, where you could buy the tickets Dominus and everything. I was a very poor noob at that time, where I saved up Robux for 3 years, only had 24, and then tickets were removed, so I was stuck with 24 Robux till my friend named Sir Lancelot, which all of the letters are spelled like that. He has a very old account. He gave me around 300 Robux. I bought a Shaggy, and I got Builders Club, and I traded up from there over 2 years, all the way up to here. So that was pretty nice, and ticks were very nice. One of the best features ever, actually the best feature ever on Roblox that was removed. And once they were removed, it was sad. There's a whole bunch of tickets memorial games, but of course Roblox did remove it for reasons. The number one reason is that they didn't want a free currency, and just like events, they really like money. So they removed it so that you have to spend money to get any currency at all, or you have to get the 90% tax if you don't have Builders Club. So they just really wanted money. And another reason that makes sense why they removed it, that was actually for a good reason, was because people, as you know, people are not honest. So what people would do, there are 2 things. People would make bot accounts and then buy a whole bunch of shirts and everything on their main account. Like, only a few people did this, and they got banned whenever they did this, but a few people made programs where every day it would automatically log onto the accounts and spend all their ticks, and they would make hundreds or thousands of accounts and then get thousands of Robux a day just by doing that. And of course you could make an alt account and then just give yourself 30 tickets before getting tired of making alt accounts and everything, but people would abuse the system, so it wasn't really that fun. I still think that they should have some sort of tickets, but you're not able to trade them or something. You're just able to get cool looking items with them, and you're not able to sell stuff like that. Or where you can only have one account on the same device, or one account on the same Wi-Fi network that can get tickets. So they could have done multiple things, but instead they just removed it. A lot of people really miss all of these features, and I hope this video was interesting, and I hope that they do add back some of those features or make new features soon. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, YouTube.